Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I am in my classroom. This is where I teach 8th grade Bible. Normally I would do these videos at home, but it just didn't work out to do it this morning. So I thought, you know what, I'll do it in my classroom. Kind of feels weird, but that's okay. So the thing I wanted to share about this morning, which I want to shout out to another missionary. She was super vulnerable, super just willing to put stuff on the line, and that has just given me some encouragement just to be more transparent with you guys. I know a lot of times I'm even more on the other side of, oh, not everything's cheery, but I want to be realistic with times are like, there's certain things that are tough. There's certain things that are tough with being away from family, and just can be difficult and challenging at times. And this is our 3rd year straight here. So our first term we were in the Philippines for 2 years, and we took a year off and we're in the States with family. And this is the first time that we've done 3 years in a row. And I mean, we go back to the States during the summers, but yeah, it's just, I don't know if that's part of it, but there's just been a lot of it that's been challenging. And I've really felt like this void and tried to, do different things and change, lifestyles and things to fill these voids. And talking to Dan the other day, I was like, I really need to work on making sure that you're the one leading, and that I'm, listening to you and following your direction and not jumping into things. And he made the comment that just, it hit hard, because it was true, of me really wanting to have another child. And we both want to have another child. That's a mutual desire, but just jumping into it really, really quick and realizing we need to take a step back before we look into adoption. We want to make sure that we are out of debt completely, and at this point we aren't, and so we're not going to adopt at this point. The twins are not adoptable at this point anyways. They are still just foster kids, but that doesn't discount how much we can love them, how much we can care for them, how much we can be there for them. But we were talking about it the other day, and we might have even jumped a little bit too quickly into fostering, and we're trying to figure things out. Yes, there are so many kids that need homes, and we're realizing that, and we're doing our part. Like, we are keeping the girls until the end of May, and some people might, judge us, like, if you feel like you jumped into it, why did you do it, and things. A good home is still a good home. Like, it's okay that we're still trying to figure things out. It's okay that we don't fully understand things, that we're still trying to work through things. And we've decided with different factors, like our landlord wants to live in our house. We are only allowed to live in our house until the end of May. So we're moving, and the house we're moving into is only a 2-bedroom. The bedrooms are big enough that, yes, we could fit the girls in there with Thomas, but for Thomas's sake right now, and for our sake, we're not planning on moving into that house with the girls unless the Lord tells us to do otherwise. It's a house that has steep stairs. Thomas can do the stairs just fine, which is great, and I can do the stairs by myself. But to carry a child up and down the stairs, it's not feasible for me to do. And so we've decided that when we go and drop the girls off so that they can see their parents. We're going to tell DSWD that we will care for the girls at the latest until May 22nd, but that we're moving into a smaller house and just farther away from school, and that for at least a while we want to just make sure that Thomas is okay with the move, make sure that we're okay, and we're moving like 22nd, 23rd, and then we leave for the States the 25th. So it's a super fast transition, and we want to make sure that wherever the girls are going next, that it's not an afterthought for us, and that it's not rushed for them, you know, that we can properly make sure that they've got everything that we want them to go with. You know, that we can give them extra hugs, extra kisses, take some extra pictures, and have a special like bag packed for them. You know, you hear about foster kids and going from home to home and trash bags and things. Like, we want to make sure that that doesn't happen for them, and we want to make sure that if they have the opportunity to look us up in the future, or if they want to, that they can. We're also willing and open to, you know, being a part of their lives in the future, especially if they stay here in the Philippines. If there's any way that we can, you know, help them and support them and be there for them, we want to do that. And so, yeah, it's I know that our decisions, like, there's critics out there, and I understand that, and I know that it's going to be rough on the girls, and I know it's going to be rough on us, and I know it's going to be rough on Thomas. But I'm also very thankful that we fostered before we looked into adoption, because adoption here is a very, very long process, can take years and years and years. And right now, I think the thing that we need the most, and the thing that would be best, is just to be able to go to the States and to spend time with friends and family, and this time we get to fly back with a friend, and just also know, like, we've got this set date. You know, we don't have to stress. We know where we're moving. We have these 4 months to thoroughly enjoy the girls and invest in them. And yeah, I mean, it's good for Thomas to have the girls around, and, you know, to have that experience. And because I don't know, God might sit there and say, you're an only child. We don't know that. And so, but I do want you to know, like, that we're thinking these things through, but I also want to let you know that we've made mistakes, and that we're trying to listen to the Lord, trying to listen to each other, trying to listen to Thomas's needs, trying to listen to the twins' needs. There's just so many factors. I'm so glad that there's people here at the SIL community and the FIA community that are willing to help us walk through things. But the truth is, when it comes down to, like, weekends and things, it's pretty much just us. And Sunday was another hard day of just the twins being very, very fussy and crying, and Thomas wanted attention, and I got frustrated with Thomas when I shouldn't have. And I'm like, wait a minute, he deserves, you know, attention as much as the girls do, and the girls need to understand that. And so it's just, when people say that fostering's hard, they're not lying. Like, it's not, you know, like a biological child where you had that 9 months to have them come into your family and the adjustment period and all that. It's just totally different. And so, yeah, if the Lord is calling us to just have Thomas, and then to be there to support the orphans and the widows in whatever way we can, we will do that. We're open to that. Like I've thought about, maybe next year the Lord's just calling me to volunteer at an orphanage, or just, go and hold babies or whatever. I don't know. But we have thought through things, and we do have these dates set. And I know that there's critics out there, and that's fine. But if I don't ask for your opinion, please don't give it, because you don't understand it until you've walked through it. And there's a lot that we don't understand yet because we haven't walked through it. I had a really sweet friend, when they had the baby shower on Saturday, she had an envelope for this, and it said, open at this time, and had an envelope for this, and it said open at this time. And one of the envelopes said, don't open this until you say goodbye to the twins. And so I haven't, but just for somebody to think through those kind of things and think about man, they're gonna need this support, and they're gonna need this and that, and the fact that she said she'll help us get through the airport and help us pack up and move and everything. That's just a blessing, because it's hard here, whether you have one child, 3 children, no children. Missionary life, being away from family, it's hard. So yeah, I just want to let you know that we're processing through some things and figuring some things out. And yeah, we've had challenges, we've made mistakes, we've messed up, but it's part of the learning process. So hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye. God bless.